And happy 247th birthday, Marines. Hurrah! Semper Fi, Marines. Happy birthday. Ron Doddridge, CEMA coming to you live, and I have my coffee. And it's still good. It's still Holy Spirit in a cup. You'll have to forgive me that I drink a little bit of it once in a while. Anyway, so tonight, just like I had posted earlier, we're starting a new series. And that is under the title of How Can Christianity Learn from the Marine Corps? There's several Christians out there, or people who call themselves Christians, who could definitely learn from basic principles that we as Marines take for granted virtually. That it's normal and natural for us. It's first nature. And what's supposed to be ultimately first nature for someone who is a Christ follower, someone who claims to be a born-again believer in Jesus Christ. And of course, I have to have my coffee.
Holy Spirit and cup. Woo!
So, as Marines, what do we do when somebody comes up to us and praises us as an individual Marine? What do we do? Ladies and gentlemen, the first thing we do is we give the credit to other Marines. We don't sit there or stand there and say, yeah, that's right. I'm cool, I'm good, I'm bad, whatever, however way you want to call it. Okay, we don't do that. We don't accept that and receive it as and bring glory upon ourselves. That's not who we are. I haven't known one Marine yet that would actually stand there and accept the praise and glory as if it was all due to that individual alone. Marines, we don't do that. We say, well, you know, it couldn't have happened without my squad. It couldn't have happened without the rest of the Marines. Whatever the case may be. That's something we do naturally. It just comes natural to us. Some people say we're not humble. There's at least one way we're humble, but that's another video. So, Marines don't accept praise to bring glory upon themselves as an individual. They give the praise back to other Marines, right? And it's interesting because Christians, whether you're a veteran or never served in the military, if you're a Christian out there, do yourself a favor and read Philippians 2:3. That verse says, always look at others with higher esteem than yourself. Other translations say, look at others as if they're better than you are. I think every Marine watching it will tell you straight up that they view every other Marine as if they're better than themselves. I know I do. So how can Christianity learn from the Marine Corps? If you call yourself a Christian, whether you ever wore a uniform or not, that verse alone dictates how we're supposed to not just look at each other, but also how we're supposed to treat others. Christians, if you call yourself a Christian, I'm picking on you right now. And I don't mean to be rude. I don't mean to sound judgmental. In general, we're supposed to do what our God says to do. And He says to look at others with higher esteem than ourselves. To view them as if they're better than we are. And it subsequently treat them as if they're better than we are. A lot of people in today's world won't step foot into a church. A lot of the Marines watching this tonight won't step foot into a church. And the reason why is because somebody who claimed to be a Christian did something stupid. And unfortunately, they received it as if that was representing Christ. God forbid if you're the one who did that to someone, and when you stand before our God, you're going to have to account for that. You're going to have to answer for that. Look, I'm preaching to the choir here, okay? What I mean by that is, guess what? I'm human. I've done it before. And I'm going to have to answer for that. Pray to God that He can forgive me. And I hope and pray that after salvation, that my desire to honor Him and to reach people for Christ will help eliminate those things. Marines, don't sell yourself short. There's a ton of things, and that's why this is a series. There's a ton of things that we do that we take for granted, that, believe it or not, God says to do. And the goal of this series is to help both Marines and people who claim to be Christians realize, guess what? There's things that we do on a regular basis that doesn't please our God. And I hope and pray that if you're one of those people who have been insulted, hurt by someone who claims to be a Christian in some way, if you're not willing to step foot into a church, at least follow me on Facebook here. And I promise I'll never disrespect you. You may not agree. I may not agree with 100% of what I may say, but at least I won't disrespect you. I will treat you with the utmost respect, whether you're a Marine or not. That's my guarantee to you. Ideally, if you are in that category, I pray that you find a church and get in it. And to understand that even people in church are human. We can mess it up. And we have. And as long as they can at least look at everybody else as if those other people are better than ourselves, maybe we have a chance at representing Christ well in this world. I look forward to doing it again, where we'll do another one of these devotions, if not something else. In the meantime, God bless, have a good night, and happy 247th birthday, Marines.